What we're going to talk about in this video is the idea of a fraction. We'll see there's many ways to think about a fraction. But first we'll think about the most fundamental. So let's say that I have this square. And this is the whole, we can consider this a whole. So let me write that down. This is a whole. It is a complete square. Now what I'm going to do is divide this into 4 equal parts. So with one cut like that, I've divided it into 2 equal parts. And then with another cut like this, I could divide it into 4 equal parts. So there are 4 equal parts. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select one of those equal parts. So let's say this part right over here. I am going to select that. So the question is, what fraction of the whole is the part that I have shaded in red? Well, it is 1 out of the 4 equal parts, right? I've shaded in 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So we write this as this fraction. This piece represents 1/4 of the whole.
I will be showing each of the fractional units and how they can be shown using shapes. So if we start out with 1/2, we can split many shapes into halves, but I'm just going to show you with first a triangle. If you just split it vertically right down the middle, then this shaded portion over here is equal to 1/2. You could also use a square, and a square could be split multiple ways. It could be split vertically, horizontally, or diagonally. I'm just going to split it horizontally. So this shaded portion right here is equal to 1/2. Next we have 1/3, and if we use a circle, you can just go down, diagonal over, and this shaded portion here is 1/3 of the circle. We could also use a rectangle, and this again could be split vertically, diagonally, and I'm going to split it vertically, so this one section here is 1/3. For 1/4, we can have a square. This could be split diagonally this way, and then each one of those sections would be 1/4. Or I could just split it vertically and then horizontally. This shaded portion would be 1/4. For 1/6, I could use a triangle, go from one point to the other side, next point to the other side, and finally the last point to the other side. And one of the shaded sections would be 1/6. Also with a circle, we could split it into thirds again, and then split those thirds into halves. This causes us to have 6 pieces. One of those shaded portions equals 1/6. And finally, we have 1/8. So if I use a square, we would split it vertically, diagonally, horizontally, diagonally again, and diagonally. Then we would shade this portion right here, and that would be 1/8. Pause the video for each of the next 5 images to find the fraction of the shaded portion. 1/4 of the rectangle is shaded. 1/3 of the circle is shaded. 1/2 of the square is shaded. 1/8 of the rectangle is shaded. 1/6 of the circle is shaded.